You still playing or what? No. This pitch is better than this ever been. You must be about 32, aren't you? No, it looks at the season, you know.
What score today, Chris?
2-0.
Let's go, 1,000 to 1.
You mentioned the Wembley heartache.
Yeah.
Did the players need picking up after that?
Oh yeah, I think so. You know, I think that when you lose a match, when you go all through a season and get to that stage, it would be Preston in the semis. Tigger scored a nice goal at Gig.
Headed clear, that's a great header clear. And away comes Paskin. Great ball forward, Rigby away. Here's Rigby. Yeah! Oh, the Shakers are at Wembley! What a magnificent goal! We're into injury time. And it's there! The Shakers are at Wembley! The referee played almost no time at all. I think the police can forget keeping people off the pitch. Tonight is party time at Gig Lane. The last 6 years are all forgotten tonight. Tony Rigby's 86th-minute shot, which hit the top right-hand corner, sealed the night of real tension. And boy, can we start celebrating now.
But we hit the woodwork twice down there, and the goals we conceded were laughable, really.
Stan Ternent, and the first touched over by Stewart, and a corner kick will result. But a great... In goes the corner kick from Rigby, point blank header from Leketti, and Leketti with a second sees the ball tip wide. A golden opportunity for Bury. Rigby finally gets a corner through the Chesterfield defence.
It is long, there's Morris, and here's a goal maybe. Yes, Chesterfield score. Marvellous moment. Chesterfield take the lead from that ploy that has worked so often for them. Oh, missed by Leketti. Here's Robinson, must be a goal. 2-0 Chesterfield, Phil Robinson. The lucky basket of Wembley, and Chesterfield are promoted to Division 2.
David Kuna goes up to shake the hands of the managing director, then saying, "Shunts, Mr. Mike Naylor." Unfortunately, that was all they were.
But we didn't perform on the day. That's what happened. So from then on, we just got automatics.
It's not bad, is it?
To save any aggravation. I started at Sunderland, and eventually from youth coach through to assistant manager, chief coach, assistant manager. Then I left there to go to Blackpool. I managed Blackpool. Then from Blackpool I went to Leeds for a short period of time. Then I went to Bradford City. Then from Bradford I went to Palace, Crystal Palace with Steve Coppell as assistant manager. I came back to manage Hull City for a while. From Hull, I went to Chelsea as assistant manager. From Chelsea, after Leeds in between. Anyhow, I was at Bradford City for, we were successful there, that was good. And then, where was I there? Where was I up to? So we went from, from Chelsea. When I came back from Chelsea, Terry and Mickey Walsh come to see me and asked me to go to Bury. So that was the start of the thing at Bury. So I went to Bury as mix number 2.
What was it like being assistant to Matt?
Oh, good. No problem. I've been assistant before. I just used to see what he wanted and do the coaching, and whatever he wanted, I put it on for him, and that's how we were. Yeah, it's good. He's a good guy.
When you went there, did you go with the intention of hopefully getting another shot at management?
No, not really. I just went. They come to see me and asked me, will you come and help us short term? I said, yeah, for sure. And Terry, like as usual, I'll pay you that much. I said, it cost me more than that for the bus. But never mind. I went and I enjoyed it, and we finished up and we lost at Wembley. We didn't play particularly well on the day. And we got off to a bad start the next season. I had the chat with Mick and just said, because he was thinking about, he'd been there for a while. I said, well, we've got a good side. I mean, we finished, near the top of the league. We've lost in a playoff final, so it can't be that bad.
Just watch this throw in. Forward is Sean Reid. He's the player just clearing the ball. Chris Lucchetti, Ian Hughes, Nick Richardson, Mark Carter, Phil Stant, Lenny John Rose and David Pugh make up the Shakers lineup, with Rigby, Lancaster and Dawes as substitutes. Carter here, and he's got a good chance. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Turns, that's great. Carter puts the Shakers 1-up. Stant could have done it in the opening 20 seconds. Mark Carter does it after about 60 seconds, possibly 90 seconds. And the Shakers find themselves 1-up. Oh, it's gone in. Still White. Shot comes in, that's a beautiful goal. Luchetti's header. Scramble inside the area, and it is a penalty for handball. Just 4 minutes into this second half, and he makes no mistake about it. The goalkeeper went the right way, but Carter lifted the ball above him. Here comes the corner. Oh, comes off the post, it's Stanholm, and it's the substitute Phil Preedy. Hugh. Over comes the cross. John Rose, it's gone in! Oh, deflected slightly. The goalkeeper went the wrong way. Here comes a cross. It's in! It's in from Rigby, well, would you believe it? Hughes cross from the left. And there it is, the final whistle. And the Shakers pulled off what at half-time seemed an improbable victory.
We just had a couple of players and let's go again. Anyhow, we got off to a bad start and the rest's history.
And that, thankfully, is the final whistle. Plymouth Argyle arrived here this morning in bottom place and with no points after 4 games. They've left today, having inflicted on the Shakers their biggest home defeat for 6 years.
Mick left, and Terry asked me would I look after things, and that's basically what happened.
Well, the team was more or less the same, and I remember him coming to me and Spike, who were the experienced ones, and saying, you know, we need a bit of help here, galvanise things. And you know, I think we played Chesterfield his first game in charge in a cup game.
Obviously Stan Ternent was with White Walsh at the time, and he took over, and he had different ways of playing, but as I say, it was successful, so you know, you can't knock Stan.
We all had to muck in together to go to progress. We had the foundations of a good team.
The Shakers know that they must improve on Saturday's dreadful performance, a 5-0 home defeat by Plymouth Argyle, the aftermath of which saw the leaving of manager Mike Walsh by mutual consent, so the chairman said on Monday. So tonight's team has been picked by Stan Ternent, Mike Walsh's assistant and temporary caretaker manager. Second time by Matthewson. First chance here for Chesterfield. They've got the away goal. They've pulled it back. And it's number 10, Darren Roberts. Long. Heading back in. It's off the line though. Just a slight touch from a very player there. The ball's played back over. The header just tipped over by Beasley. Long throw. The shot comes in. That's a marvellous save from Lee Bracey. Simpson.
You know, when he stepped into being a gaffer, he was clear on his ideas and what he wanted. And yeah, he's a good man, and he assembled a really good team.
Good turn. Carter. That's a great effort. Oh, he was really unlucky. And the Shakers get the ball across from here. Two waiting for the cross at the moment. And actually, the linesman's flagging on this near side. One of the Bury players has gone down, and he wants a word with the referee, and I'm not so sure that Chesterfield are going to have 10 men after this chat. And I think he's awarded a penalty as well. So number 6, Nicky Law, sent off. So can the Shakers draw level on the night? He's ahead on aggregate. The answer is yes. The answer is quite definitely yes. And the ball's gone all the way through. Must be 2. It is. And surely that seals the tie. There is the final whistle. So the victory that the club wanted arrived, but it was a hard-earned victory.
Who worked hard, the foundations of a method of playing which suited the players at that time, and we just had to, perform on a pitch. And we had it within the camp, within the change rooms, to get ourselves out of that division. Unfortunately, with the first season, we failed at Wembley, but I said to the crowd at the town hall, we'll get promoted next season. I remember saying that, standing in front, and I said, we will get promoted next season.
And then obviously I brought Sam back.
Yeah.
And we got on with it. I signed a few players and moved a few, and so on and so forth, and the rest history.
Would you say you have a philosophy as a manager?
Well, I have an ideal way of playing, and there are hard and fast rules in football that never change, and they still don't change. But you need to devise a system of play that suits the players you have initially. And then the ideal system you have in your mind, as you're going along, you bring some players in and you move some players out and you balance up and so on and so forth. You can get to it. There are certain things that happen in football that will never change. In the way they play now, passing it out from the back and so on and so forth. if the players are good enough to do that, fair enough. But to ask them to conform to do that, not a good idea. And one of the rules of football is, when next time you watch the football, you'll see that something like 70% of goals scored, more than 70%, are scored with 3 touches or less. You ain't going to score with 3 touches or less if you're throwing it about at the back, are you? That's just common sense to me. So I do have an ideal way of playing. Yeah. Winning, it's called.
Was there much resistance to that, the players at Bury?
No, not at all. The lads were good.
You made some great signs that season. David Johnson was one.
Well, Walsh is saying John.
Yeah.
What happened was, we knew about John because through Phil and Gary. Jill was there, Nev was there, bless him. So we always knew, and I had a good relationship with Sir Alex, because like he would ring me and say, fetch your team up and we'll have a bit of a game. Say like somebody had been, like Cantona had been out for a while after his troubles. So he wanted to, I would go and play. But he never forgot that, Alex, in fairness to him. He was always really good. Anyhow, with David Johnson, we finished up getting Johnny for nothing.
It was very different, a bit of a culture shock, going into men's football really. Mike Walsh and Stan in charge, and I didn't start off well. I had to get myself fit. But it was great because I was in and around the first team, and the team spirit and camaraderie between everyone was really good. We had a really good strike force at the time, and back then we scored goals, so I had to bide my time.
Ball comes across, diving head into goal! Yes! In Alan Kelly's way there. Chantier, it's 2-0! Carter puts the Shakers 2 up. The cross comes in, it's 3! What a brilliant counter-attack, and the Shakers are 3 up tonight.
Was it your first goal was against Sheffield United, wasn't it, the cup?
Yeah, it was my debut, and you know, it must have been a cup game because we played them, and I can just remember players that I'd seen on TV coming down to Gig Lane, and it was a big game for everyone, the fans, the club, and it was just nice to get on the score sheet, and most importantly, we won.
And a great ball for Johnson. Can he finish it off? Yes, he can! What a goal! Well, absolutely marvellous. Johnson scores his first goal for the Shakers, and surely, with 5 minutes left.
Initially, he didn't get in the side. He was on the fringe, he was on the line, and he was learning because we had, you know, a fairly settled side. And then when he got in, he was sensational.
Stan Ternent is accepting the 3rd Division Manager of the Month award for the month of March, when the Shakers, with 4 victories, 2 draws and just that 1 defeat, narrowly down at Colchester United, rose from 7th to...
We had a good side and we were quite successful in the time we were here, so those 2 things go together, and it was a good time.
Out by Fleming. John Rose couldn't get the ball to come down for him. Oh, he comes straight in for Rigby. It's onside. Oh, there's too many Shakers players there. He's straight through. There aren't too many now. Well, the Lincoln offside didn't work. And David Pugh eventually made them pay.
You were the most goal-scoring wing-back that we've ever
Midfield. Yeah, 18. We made up with that the first season that year. Brilliant.
What was it like coming to the club when you signed?
Well, my contract was up at Chester, and the only reason why I signed it, the final was Mark Carter. I'd known him through non-league. And he rang me up and said, "Berry, you're interested." They knew my contract was up, and he was the deciding factor really, like that. I signed.
I knew we had a good side then, yeah.
Yeah.
And we had Spike always score goals.
Curled over. And it's another one. Mark Carter. Oh, and it's a short pass back. It's six. A dreadful back pass. And it's six. Chance for Dawes. What can he do from here? He checks. It's still there. It's seven. Yes, the Shakers gather seven.
Who's your favourite strike partner?
I have to say Jono because he's here.
It was Stance, wasn't there, at one point? Phil
Stance, he was there, wasn't he?
Oh, and it's come through to Stan. A great opportunity here for Stan. It must be. And Mansfield Town fans know all about Phil Stant's finishing. The goalkeeper palms it away. Put back in by Reed. A good header in. It's in. The opening minute of the second half. A good ball for Stant. Can Stant do from here? Two defenders and the goalkeeper. No trouble whatsoever. Absolutely no trouble. You can't argue with finishing like that. The Shakers take a 3-1 lead. It's Stant. He's on a hat-trick. Can he do it? Yes, he can! Phil Stant has scored a hat-trick. And the applause that you can hear, apart from that behind the goal to our right, it's because most of the home supporters, in fact, a number of them are on their feet. On away goes Stant. Can he get his fourth? Surely. He is. He's got his fourth. And he becomes the first Shaker to score four away from home for 25 years.
The Blizzard was here when I first came. It didn't last long. Probably Jono, I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stant must be. Save. Must be now. Yes, it's there. The Shakers have finally got the goal. Stan Ternent off the pitch. Header from Jackson. John Rose. Ball by James. Oh, the keeper's missed his kick. Wow, can you believe it? Now it'll come back in. It's lost it in. The keeper comes to meet it. He hasn't got it. It's in. It's got it, and that will settle it. Shakers having moved into third spot in the third division with a fine week away from home. 2 wins at Hartlepool and Lake Norrin, coupled with a midweek draw last week against leaders Preston North End, has really secured the very spot there in third is West. Johnson. Oh, good turn by Johnson. Gets the ball over, the header back in. Well, would you believe it? The Shakers take the lead. Good crossover, great header. 2-0. There was nothing that Fulham's goalkeeper could do about that. And a good ball forward. The flag stays down. 3 in the box, calling for the ball. Must be the third. It is the third. Ian Hughes.
Anyhow, I just like developed the team. Westy, I'd let Kevin Newman done a swap. to Lincoln for Kevin Hume and brought Fred in, Wesley.
Yeah, I was a right-side midfielder. Came as that position, and then got gradually moved back to right back and then wing back as well at some stage as well. And it just worked. Good timing really. With it coincided with a couple of other signings for the club, and we all clicked together and never really looked back for a good 2-3 years really.
At left back, I've got Pewey, and I've got Stuart Bimson, who was another non-league lad, who would give me a good balance in the team.
I remember coming out of non-league, and then obviously this was my first stint in league football. Great bunch of lads, really good, great quality, but it was wonderful just to fulfil the dream of being a professional footballer really for myself. So yeah, great place to start.
5 minutes before half-time, Mark Carter began the Bury fight back. His free kick cut the deficit. And after the break, it was substitute David Johnson who brought Bury level. With 12 minutes to go, David Pugh, their skipper, hammered home a free kick to put them in front for the first time in the match. And it was Mark Carter who grabbed his second with a minute remaining as Bury took the points in a high-scoring affair. 4-2 the final scoreline.
I had Lenny and Dorsey. I had Ian Hughes. I had Jacko. I had Chris.
You were captain, weren't you, Chris? Was that extra special to lead these guys to 2 promotions?
Yeah, fantastic. Like I said, we had a great team, great staff, great players. We had a real togetherness, strong bond off the pitch and on the pitch, and to wear the armband. I was lucky to wear the armband. We had a team where we probably had 5 or 6 captains within that team, and any one of us could have had the armband. So for me, I was proud to have the armband.
I bought Rob Matthews with a bit of pace, and Rob was playing at York on the right hand side. Sam said to me, "Go see him." I said, "Okay." So we went. I said, "Yeah, you do."
Yeah, so coming into the team, scoring a few goals and getting the team towards the playoff positions was absolutely great in that first year. And on that last day, that was unbelievable. One of the best days. I didn't even play that day. I was on the bench, but it was just an unbelievable day. And
welcome to Gig Lane for what everybody hopes is the final home game of the season. Quite simply, the Shakers must win and Darlington must not win. A draw or a defeat for Darlington, a win for the Shakers, and Bury will be automatically promoted this afternoon.
I mean, the first one, the first promotion, was kind of like, it was a tight one.
Second, good running from John Rose. West did well there with a difficult ball. Headed down, saved by the keeper. He's in! Yes! The Shakers save the lead. David Pugh got a second bite of the cherry. And most of the ground's up on its feet. Johnson. The ball did the work there. Still Johnson. Still Johnson. Good save. Oh, he's got in! Oh, he's got in! And the Shakers is 2-1. Johnson can't believe it. The ground erupts and Bury have got some breathing space. We're 7 minutes into this second half. Bury 2, Cardiff City 0.
Part of them playing here was a great stadium. Really close, really tight. So yeah, great memories.
Rigby. Shot from Rigby, 3-0. Well, that settles things here. And there's the final whistle. Well, the Shakers have done their bit. The crowd run on. So the crowd are run on, and it's now all down to the last few seconds at Glansford Park.
The first season, you know, we failed at Wembley, but I said to the crowd at the town hall, we'll get promoted next season. I remember saying that, standing in front, and I said, we will get promoted next season. And one of the most exciting promotions, waiting on a result, but you know, that was a good day as well.
But the problem was everyone had a radio, and the score was fluctuating from minute to minute, and of course they were running about 4 to 6 minutes behind us, so it was that was more difficult listening to the Scunthorpe Darlington result than our match.
At the town hall?
Oh, the town hall, yeah. Oh, there was quite a lot of people at the town hall, but we went round on a cart bus, open town bus. That's all right.
You must be a very proud man.
Yeah, we're very proud. You know, super support, we think it's brilliant. They always get behind us. The away support, as you know, is brilliant. We have a good core of home supporters. They're all brilliant. Today it's their day. We just brought the lads so they all can enjoy it.
Trying Tom.
Stan, that was a tremendous reception.
Yeah, marvellous, marvellous.
You must be a very proud man.
Yes, we're pleased. It's been a long season, but we'd rather be on this court than in the playoffs at this present moment in time.
How much does it mean to the players to make up for Wembley?
Obviously, it was a great disappointment, as I say, and you know, the only way you can get over that disappointment to Wembley is to get promoted this year. And fortunately, we've managed to do that. Yeah.
One of the more longer-serving Bury players. This must be an extra special day for you.
Certainly is, obviously, after all the playoff defeats we've had and, over the years, especially myself having been involved with four of them and a relegation thrown in with it, and obviously to get promotion, it's absolutely tremendous, especially in the style we achieved it last day of the season, and relying on other results and the long way after the final whistle. So it's absolutely tremendous that we can get promotion, and obviously we're allowed to celebrate today.
What does this rate for you?
Oh, it's brilliant in my first season getting promotion. It's really good like, and I didn't expect to get in the first team this season. I thought I'd have a couple of appearances, but I've played quite a few games and I was really pleased, so great.
Really great.
Superb, the fans were brilliant. They've been excellent all season, especially away from home. And I think they may have made a difference on the day.
We're absolutely delighted, you know. We had a little bit of a look at the end, which I think deserted us during the middle part of the season. But at the end of the day, we got there, and now it's time to enjoy it, because the lads have worked so hard, and we've got what we deserve, to be fair.
Like, it's nice to actually give them something they can cheer about, you know, and I think it's, you know, it's good for the town, it's good for the football club. It's absolutely brilliant, really.
First real attack from the Shakers. We've had to wait just over a quarter of an hour. Well, look at the space here for Nicky Forster. 3 inside the penalty area for him to aim for. He might go on himself. It's got to be a goal. It is a goal. The Shakers fall behind.
So when we went up, what was the attitude from going from, you know, the 4th tier to the 3rd tier? Did you think, should we stay up, or?
No, because I knew we had a good side.
Dawes and Rigby working well there because Johnson was still offside. Johnson, good control, excellent control.
We spent a lot of time on the training ground. When it was Goshen, and in the bad weather we get Goshen, we could get on the asphalt turf. Spend a bit of time on the pitch. And no, they were well drilled, you know.
Johnson. John Rose on for Johnson. Johnson must win. Oh, splendid goal! What a splendid goal by David Johnson. Corner curled in. Did he go for the keeper? It's Jackson. Near post corner. Flick comes on. Oh, they've equalised, Bristol Rovers. The Shakers going to be pegged back for the second home game in succession, losing a couple of valuable points. Maybe not yet. West. Dawes. Must be.
Ronnie Morget, Roger Stanislaus, Ty Kelly, all of these ones, they all kind of moved on, you know, and we got stronger. I mean, Dorsey and Lenny were sensational.
We were all sort of similar age, you know, probably 3-4 years separating us. We all had kids at the same time. You know, we all went out and partied every, you know, midweek when we could as a group. It was just special. It was tight, and those things are the things that that you take onto the pitch. And when it's difficult, and when the times are hard, and when you need to get a result, it's those bonds, I think, that take you to the next level, and that's what we managed to do. Fight against the odds, always the underdogs. You know, lower budgets in the league, lower paid players, but ultimately, you know, we achieved something special.
And they were well drilled, and we never give. If you look at the goals, we never give a lot of goals away. Of course, Kylie was top tries, international goalkeeper. Paul Butler, international footballer.
No, we had a great time. We signed Butts from Rochdale. He came in straight away, straight into the team, and we hit it off. And as soon as he came here, the success carried on.
First signing, yeah, pretty daunting really, because I knew we'd played them the year before and I was at Rochdale, so we knew they had a decent team and they were competitive. But basically, yeah, it was a challenge to come in, because when Stan signed me, he says, listen, we've got a couple of good centre halves in Chris and Jacko and Ian Hughes and people like that complaining, you've got to fight for your position. Simple as that, and that's what won it me. I thought, yeah, I'm not coming out, even though I was signed and Dean Kiley was signed at the same time, we had to come in and earn our position, and you have to improve. And we had to come in, and Stan wouldn't sign me if I wasn't going to improve the squad.
And they were organised, and they knew their jobs, because we spent a lot of time on the training ground. You know, they would say, this way, that way is that way, because these are the options, that way's that. So that's better. So they were into it, you know, and they were confident, and they were winners. They were winners. You know, they stuck together.
Good challenge by John Rose. Timed it well. John Rose. Matthews will chase it. And the goalkeeper's dropped it. Matthews must score, and Matthews has scored. A dreadful mistake by Bart Griming. And it goes in, it's in. Peterborough have equalised. John Rose with a good challenge. Ball taken up by Dawes. Across the west. Shakers haven't given this game up at all. Carter laying it down. Johnson, great strike. The Shakers take the lead. And what a simple goal when it came. The ball crossed in from the right. Carter headed it down into Johnson's path, and didn't he strike it well from about 18 yards out.
When did they believe that they could go up?
I think they always believed it, really.
Edge of the penalty area. Can Johnson get the ball over? Yes, he can. Oh, it's hit the bar. It's not in now. And the Shakers open the scoring.
What was it like to play for Stan Ternent?
You know, it was honest and fair. It was hard on you when you needed to be, and sometimes you didn't think that was fair, but you took it on the chin. And to be honest with you, he knew he could give it to certain players because it would get the best out of them. You know, we didn't shrink. He sort of like, he took it on board and thought, right, I'm going to show you that I can do it and I can get better.
Johnson, thought about a shot, ships the ball over, and the volley comes in. Another chance, and another goal. Yes, the Shakers are through. Header from Pugh. Good chance here. And it's in. Yes, Pugh's done it.
And we were winning a lot of games, giving not a lot away. I had Buddy in then I had Chris Placetti, and I had Jacko. They were strong.
And there it is. It's turned in by Matthews.
We've just got such a great bunch of lads. Probably didn't have the best players in the division. It was just, we had a great group of players who all played for each other, and it was just a great atmosphere that took us to where we got to.
York manager Alan Little will be asking questions of a defence which allowed Bury to take an early lead at Bootham. Despite a congested penalty area, no one got a touch before the ball reached scorer Michael Jackson, who couldn't miss. Nor would Little be happy about Bury's second. When John O'Kane's free header came back off the bar, ex-Huddersfield favourite Ronnie Jepson was first to react. York City 0, Bury 2.
Gordon Armstrong, who was another top quality player.
Maybe it could work for the Shakers here. Jepson strides towards the Blackpool penalty area. Crossover. Chance for Armstrong. It's there! Pinched it in the final minutes. There's just 2 minutes
So the injuries, the loss of form, the suspensions, the things that cause you a problem as you're going through the season, all of those things, this is the things you try and cover for and have this squad. And they really did stick together. But Kylie was like different again. You know, really single-minded. Chris was the same. They all wanted to move on, do better.
Manager Stan Ternent, but he wasn't quick enough. Here's Battersby.
What was it like playing for Stan?
Amazing, yeah, great team spirit. Yeah, like I said, the fan base was brilliant at home as well. That was our 12th man. Great bunch of lads. Stan's an amazing person, and Sam as well. Can't forget Sam Ellis as well.
Still Battersby. Must be. It is. It's David Johnson. And manager Stan Ternent ushers the two substitutes back to the dugout. Battersby's persistence on the right-hand side of the goal.
But there's still plenty to play for over the holiday period in the nationwide leagues. At the top of Division 2, leaders Bury visit second-placed Brentford. The Lancashire club are endeavouring to win promotion for the second successive season. Gerald Sinstad has been finding out more about the secrets to Bury's success.
The outswinger this time. And a good header, and a great header. Gordon Armstrong.
Gordon Armstrong played for Sunderland for a decade, knew his share of the good times there. Bury got him on a free transfer, and here he is on top of the second division. But in this lineup you find no household names, only evidence of smart shopping at the bargain counters. Bury recruit from non-league clubs, from the lower reaches of the nationwide league. They've backed their judgment on players who haven't made it elsewhere. There's a firm policy of balanced books, but still the club is on track for a second successive promotion. The most expensive player in the current squad is goalkeeper Dean Kiley, and that wasn't by choice.
I went to tribunal with that one because I couldn't agree a fee with York, but I went unconditionally. So whatever fee they said, we had to pay it. And that finished up at 120,000, which was a lot for us.
And a lot for a goalkeeper, where people tend to spend their money on people who score goals.
Yeah, but he's a good goalkeeper. So, you know, if you've got somebody that stops him, you don't need to score some money to win then, do you?
Chris Lucchetti was released by Stockport. Bury bought him from Halifax for £50,000. They could sell him for £1 million. But here lies the dilemma of the ambitious club with limited resources. Which do they need more, the money or the player?
Sometimes we have to sell, which I had to do 3 days ago to balance the books. But more often than not, I want to try and keep the players together. But sometimes it's out of my hand.
To boost income, Bury have effectively bought Swinton Rugby League Club. Gig Lane has staged the World Lacrosse Championships as well as Manchester United reserve games. But they can't change geography. The counter-attractions on the doorstep are too numerous to signpost.
We're really concentrating on young supporters and families. We have a very active family stand, and we get over 1,000 people in there every week, where we have a disco and television and face painters and things like that. And we're looking to try to attract a younger group of supporters, and we have done for quite a long time. I think this is now showing with the general average age of our support, which is fairly young, and I think it can only bode well for the future.
Promotion, of course, will help. 10 games remain, evenly split home and away. Only 2 are against clubs in the bottom half of the table, but it's Easter and Bury are in pole position.
And now we're coming into the last 25%, just under 25% of the season. Now's the right time to start stringing a few wins together, and we've started doing that now. So I think we've got a good chance. A good chance.
We'll leave him to answer his phone.
Henderson. He's kept it in. Armstrong. Oh, he gets it away. He's lucky. Carter can turn. Berry come away with Woodward. Don't foul him. But he did brilliantly. And Berry score their first chance. A wonderful, wonderful lob from Nicky Dawes. And Brentford have dominated the game.
You could normally put 2 goals on top of each other, he couldn't hit it, but he scored a brilliant goal there. I actually should say to him that. Like a rugby pitch isn't high enough for him, them goals.
You personally, I remember that goal at Brentford. I mean, that for me was one of the best moments of the season.
Yeah, it's the one that keeps coming up on Twitter every year. You know, that's the main one. That and Dino's save against Watford. So yeah, it was fantastic. That was one of those games, you know, we went there, you know, not expecting to win, but you know, it was always going to be a tough game. And I remember just, you know, taking that chance to get forward, Woody picking me out, and seeing Kevin Dearden on his 6-yard box. And these things are just instinctive. But yeah, it's a fond memory. Yeah.
But he was some player, I'm telling you. Never missed any games, you know.
No.
45, 46 every season. Unbelievable athlete. Good player.
How many was it? 200 odd consecutive appearances?
Yeah, 223. It's probably the thing that, you know, I'm probably most proud of. Special times, yeah, and 9 years, and yeah, a lot of fantastically fond memories.
Lovely touch from Carter. Johnson now. Penalty. The penalty. Mark Carter. Substitute for Ronnie Jepson. 2-0. The Brentford season is falling apart.
And while Brentford are enduring their worst home form of the season, Bury could well have found a momentum that takes them to an unlikely promotion for the 2nd year running.
And with Kyle Lightbourne in the number 9 shirt for Walsall, he's on fire at the moment. The Shakers are going to be in for a tough night. Trying to get it over from here, they whipped it across. Oh, and tipped over by Kylie. Oh, the touch on. Great save. Oh, yes. Well, it needed something like that. Ball given away. Berrier onside. White shirts breaking quickly. 3 to aim for, 4 to aim for in the penalty area. Must be. Oh, how did it miss? Oh, it's a good save. Walsall's best chance of the night. Kylie had to be alert. Ball comes across, good chance, header. Oh, Walsall have got the equaliser. Would you believe it? Kyle Lightbourne. Yes, he's there! Brilliant header! And the Shakers regain the lead. What a bullet of a header from Tony Battersby. So the Shakers in this first half kicking from left to right. And the Bury team still top after Saturday's defeat at Blackpool, and looking to keep manager Stan Ternent's record of never having lost 2 on the trot intact, but also protecting an unbeaten home record, the last one in the country at senior level. Crew get it clear, but the Shakers keen to get hold of possession again, and that's exactly what they do. Good play by West, gets the ball over. Shot comes in, what a goal! Wow, what a goal, what a strike! So it's the Shakers in this first half attacking from left to right. White shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, the Shakers. The complete opposite for the visitors, Peterborough. Blue shorts, white shorts and white socks. And early on
they're battling for their lives at the moment, and we knew it was going to be a hard game. And today we found out it was the hardest game of the season, and we just had to keep plugging away.
Linton spreads the ball wide. D'Souza's coming in on this. Carley's not made it. And it's off the line. And Carley gets it. The second attempt, but a warning there for the Shakers. Oh, and a great chance here for Williams. Good save by Kiley. But another warning for the Shakers. Everybody back now for Peterborough, with D'Souza coming all the way back to the edge of the 18-yard box. Oh, it's a poor corner. Ball kept in though. Cross comes over. That's a good one! It's off the crossbar.
And like we've done most this season, scored late on in the second half, but our defence has been brilliant, so full credit to them.
Goalkeeper didn't get it. That's a goal from Johnson. The goalie didn't get to it. Battersby. He did well. Feet west. Ball across. John Rose. Marvellous save by Griming. Peterborough desperate to get the ball across. They're going to go for a long throw from Neil. It's not cleared, and it's gone over the top, and it's going to be a goal kick. And it was a push that went round the ground there, as it looked like Peterborough had equalised.
I don't care who scores this time of the season. We just need to win.
You have a special reason for wanting to avoid playoffs this season. Could you tell us what that is?
Oh yes, my wife's having a baby on May the 15th, and I don't want any sleepless nights in the playoffs, so it'd be nice to go up automatically, but at this time we'd like to win the league.
Distinct possibility after today's results have gone our way as well.
Oh yes, people are saying Bury won't do it, Bury won't do this, but we're trying to prove to everyone else that Bury are a good team, so you know, another 3 points today and we're on our way.
It's superb. Last season was unbelievable because a lot of my friends are supporters. I go out in Bury, I see all the supporters every day in Bury. And to get another promotion would be unbelievable.
History making, really. It's not happened before.
It's not happened before, no. It's not. It could happen again next season maybe, but we're not there yet, and we've got 3 hard games to play, and we're going to win them all.
I remember having a meeting with them 3 games before the end of the season, and we were going to Luton, Watford, then we were playing Cardiff at home. And I had the meeting with them, and I said, "Now, just give me 3 clean sheets. That's what I want from you. That's your target. Doesn't mean that we're sitting back in here doing what we're doing. 3 clean sheets. We'll go, we'll try and win the game and that, but because it starts at the front defending and everything, and so and that's what they gave me. And we went to Luton, we drew an 8 apiece. We went to Watford.
How did you feel going into the game? What did you be expecting?
Okay. Yeah, all right. I was always okay. All I used to more or less say to them, I said, just perform, go and play. Don't be frightened, no fear. Because if we're meant to win, we'll win. And if we're meant to lose, we'll lose. If we're meant to draw, we'll draw. Go and play how you can play. Go and play with a chuckle in your boots. Go and show them.
On the brink of completing a remarkable double, because they were promoted last season, and Watford against them this afternoon. As the first cross comes in towards Noel Williams. And Dean Kiley having to do well as the youngster spread himself. Clint Easton, Armstrong trying to drill it in. This is Penrice. Towards Noel Williams, the header away was by Nicky Reid. Was the veteran of Manchester City. Mooney, the try. And side netting. Baisley. Gibbs outside him, in position to sling over the cross. The header just past the post by Richard Johnson. It was a good move as well. Great cross, great shot.
But they were bang at it, you know. There was no There was no way we weren't going to like go up.
Johnson twists and turns. Lively little campaign of this. Anyway, it will be Dean West, I imagine, who will hit this. From the tap by Ronnie Jepson. No, it won't. It will be Bundle and off the line by Palmer. And back in off the line again by Palmer. Johnson. Let's fly. And Hurley makes the save. And it's come towards Randall. Jepson to the flying machine Johnson. Randall on the forward run is Dawes. And Richard Johnson did almost enough, and Alec Chamberlain's come for it bravely. He stayed on his line, and Chamberlain at the second attempt makes an excellent save. Good save by Chamberlain. It's not a bad one either. Kylie's jumped for it with Mooney, and Johnson's headed in against him. Darren Basie with a shot, charged down again. Disciplinary problems at this point. Phillips, Mooney, just wide. Johnson, that man Palmer again. And Johnson's got past him. Palmer's got to be careful here. No, nothing given by the referee. Still Phillips, just wide again. Battersby over. Johnson, Mooney. It's a glorious ball if Johnson can find it. He's gone down, and this time the referee's given a penalty. He's given the penalty on the signal of Wendy Toms as Johnson went down, and Watford have a penalty which surely will win them the game if they can get it.
But then, how did you feel when the penalty was given?
Frustration.
And the ref blew the whistle.
It will be
and I was heartbroken. And I thought to myself,
who is given the
you know, we've had luck all season. This can be it.
Of trying to at least give the Hornets supporters a real cheer with number 14 of the season. Kylie saved it. And
I turned round, didn't see it, and I had this big cheer. I knew it was from the Bury fans, and I just had to run over and kiss Dino.
The clearance is made, but they've actually lost 10 games away from home, yet they're still going to claim the ultimate prize. John Rose, Gibbs, jumped by Phillips under pressure from Luchetti, and there it is. Bury are promoted to the first division thanks to that man's penalty save, Dean Kylie.
You have a bit of celebration on the way home after Watford.
Yeah, obviously, but yeah, yeah, first off license, whatever it is. You do, don't you? But you've got to do. You're not supposed to drink on the couch and this, that, but you've got to go and get it. Then, you know, half a dozen bottles of champagne, a glass of champagne on the way back.
After the celebrations, were you there, right, we've got to win the league? Is that what you said to the players?
Well, they knew that if they won the last game, Millwall at home were champions. So that's what that's what they wanted to do.
The build-up, obviously, the whole week in training, coming to the stadium, it was packed hours before, and I just couldn't wait to get the game going.
packed, nervous in the first. Both teams was, they had nothing to lose in a way. We were going for the lead.
After achieving promotion the week before, to come back in front of a full house, and just finish it off, probably wasn't as easy as you can imagine.
The ball over, or just taken away from Battersby. Hartley, 2 in the penalty area to aim for. Well, that was a chance for Millwall. Ball delivered in. Chance for Millwall when it fell nicely for Dean Kiley before. I think it's Damien Webber. But Millwall have proved they're not coming here like lambs to the slaughter. The Shakers are going to have to work hard if they're to win the championship this afternoon. Oh, it's given away. 3 in the penalty area for Millwall. Kiley forced to palm it away for a corner.
I know it took us a long time. I think there was no goals at half time. It took us a long while to break that.
Just over the crossbar.
I don't think it was our best performance. I think we did all right in the second half.
The Shakers win it back. It's Johnson. Long range shot. Randall lays the ball wide. The Shakers up in numbers here, looking for the ball to be put across. Johnson struck a Millwall defender. It's out for a corner. Rises. We've heard no news apart from the half-time news from Kenilworth Road, Luton, where it's Luton 1, Stockport County 1. These results stay as they are. The Shakers are champions this season. It's Johnson. Spreads the ball wide for Jepson. Gets the ball over. The defence clear.
But the inevitable happened.
Laketti. Johnson did well to get up there. Randall.
And I think Ronnie scored, did he? Ronnie scored the header? Ronnie Jepson scored the header, yeah. And that settled us down a little bit.
West.
You couldn't remember much about it?
No, I spoke about earlier, a few months ago, someone sent me a YouTube video of the game, the goals, and Jeppo scoring, and I crossed it, and I couldn't quite remember that.
Shrugs off the challenge. Cliff ball. Yes! Oh, what a goal! It's Ronnie Jepson! The defender got a slight touch to the ball, but it didn't put Jepson up at all. A marvellous cross from West. The goalie got his hand to Jepson's header. But oh, what a goal from Ronnie Jepson! Is that the one to lift the championship? Johnson took it well. Still Johnson, using his strength and his pace. Keeps on his feet, he's got support. Ball comes across. John Rose, it's Battersby, checks, turns. Withstood the challenge well. Pugh, good cross. Ball back over. Johnson a second, yeah! It's Lenny John Rose! Two in 8 minutes for the Shakers.
That's it.
I think the party's started. To be honest, the party started at about 1:30 this afternoon when fans started coming in. It's Johnson. Shakers streaming forward. Battersby's calling for it. Johnson tries his luck, he's just wide. He'd run a long way. Mark Carter coming on for the Shakers. Short corner taken. Throw-in. Mr. Bramwood making us wait. More than 3 minutes now of injury time.
And then just looking at the clock, and the clock wasn't ticking fast enough, thinking, come on, we need to get this win, get that trophy.
I think Mr. Bramwood's watch has stopped. The injury that Tony Witter sustained down below us may have taken up this 3 minutes or so. And there is the final whistle! The Shakers are the champions!
Proud to have the armband, and I'll always work with pride until if that trophy was a special day for me.
Nice to play like all season, you know. 46 games. It's a lot. It's a lot. Through hail, rain, snow, shine, clearing Goshen of you know what, and all over trying to find somewhere to train and all this and that and the other. Not that easy. But hey, I've done it.
But it was important, I mean, in the history of the football club and the history of our careers, having got that championship winners medal, which we didn't get the season before, obviously, because we didn't finish first, you know, was important. I think that defines us.
They came with a cup and all the rest of it. Kylie, Dean West, Stuart Bimson, Pewey came in from non-league, Paul Butler we signed, I had Jacko and Chris, Lenny and Dorsey were there. We just had a good side, Jacko, Swanee, we just like a real stanty, real good mix of players, Spikes, no goals starting all the time, Spike Carter, and Tigger. And so we had like a blend, and, you know, we had a good side.
That was the icing on the cake. It was a really, really tough season because we were favourites to not even be in the playoffs, so it was a great achievement.
Yeah, just good memories.
A fantastic experience, something we'll never forget as groups of players and personally as well, to get back-to-back promotions for Little Berry, as we called it at the time, to be able to mix it with the big boys and to get us into the second top division of it. So as a small town club was a fantastic experience, and something we'll never forget.
I had a couple of drinks in the dressing room with the lads and that, but I went up to see the directors, which I normally do. Smithy, Fred, bless him, he's gone very nice, and just like how the beer with him says, you come on, start you out of that. Like, the respect which I always done, go and see the gen, and then.
I've got Terry Robinson with us. What a fabulous atmosphere from about 1:30 when the gates opened till 5:30 when everybody started to go home.
End to the season, carnival time all day. We knew we were promoted. And yeah, it's been a great day.
Nobody seemed to be really listening to the result from Luton. I didn't hear anything at all. It was just all concentrating on what was happening just on this pitch here.
Well, I think everybody enjoyed the day. They wanted us to win. They willed us to win, and we gave them a win in the end.
Every game is for the lads, and we've proved everyone wrong this year, and we've proved we're the best team in this league.
7 home goals conceded all season. It was important today that you didn't concede one.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. In terms of the game, we knew we had to win. A clean sheet guarantees you a draw or a win, so quite happy.
It didn't trouble you too much maybe after the first 20 minutes?
No, I feel like I made a save in the first half and then one from a corner in the second, and that was it. But I mean, even when the ball's not down your end, you spend your time concentrating and keeping the back lads on their toes, so it's just business as usual really. But I mean, a great feeling afterwards.
You'd say that must be a great feeling. As soon as that final whistle went, it was that the party began really.
Absolutely, didn't it? Yeah. I mean, it was put on hold really from last week because we knew we weren't through the finishing tape. So just delighted really to be up and up as champions really.
You mentioned last week it was the stuff of fairy tales with 3 minutes to go. Do you want to first of all tell me what you felt when the penalty was given, and then as you saved it?
I think for me, I thought that if it goes in, then we've got a terrible journey home, and the nail biting begins for a week. It's more luck than judgment, but once you go that way, the same way as the ball, you've got to save it. So I was fairly pleased with it. Yeah.
It's not the first one you saved of that importance, is it?
No, I had one at Wembley when I was with York, but that one overshadowed it really, I think, because going up as champions like we have is it's a season's works really, not just a one-off game.
Is the form you've shown this season the best you've shown in your career?
I don't really feel so. I feel I played to a consistent level at York and then was disappointed. They sort of stood in my way a few times, so that's what I felt the need to move really.
Thanks very much, Dean. Congratulations. We've sort of heard that people have always been trying to say, well, Bury can't do it, Bury can't do this, they can't do that. We've proved them all wrong this season. What else? What would you put it down to, really?
Well, we've got a good camaraderie, a good team spirit. I've got good players, they're well organised, they have a high fitness level. But the most important thing, I think, they have a will to win. And they deserve every success, every accolade to get them players.
One of your unsung heroes has been Sam Ellis this year. Could you tell me a little bit about your working relationship?
Well, he's grumpy, isn't he? Grumpy and hard work. No, we get on well, Sam and I. And I've said many times, and I'll say it again, he's been my best signing. It took some persuading, but I think we're a good team.
Thanks very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was like time I'd done my press and all the rest of it. Had a bath, a shower, whatever. Got changed, gone into my room with the, because I'd like always invite the other manager in and his staff to have a beer. Then they go, then I'd go and get showered and change and go up there, so it was quite quiet. It was like a football match up there. When I got up, I thought, oh, come on. I said to Kath, come on, let's go.
Chris, you've got your championship medal proudly round your shoulder there. Tell me about lifting the championship trophy as well.
Yeah, I mean, that was special. There's not many times that you actually finish champions in the league and to actually be the captain for the day and to lift the trophy. It was unbelievable.
You going to party tonight?
Yeah, certainly. We're going to have a few beers tonight. Can't believe he's done that. Keep rolling. I love you, Rigby.
We're looking forward to Division 1 next year. When for you does the building start? Do you take a holiday?
Well, I haven't really thought about it too much. I'll have to sit down with the chairman and Mr. Reeves, and that'll probably be next week sometime. We have a couple of functions to attend, a Player of the Year and a civic reception. Then I'm going to take the players away for a week to Mallorca. I'm going to hit a few golf balls, come back, spend a couple of days, tidying one or two bits and pieces up, have a holiday with Kath, my wife, and then crack off again.
Well, we're obviously hoping that we're going to get some better gates in the First Division. The town are, obviously a bit excited with what we've done in the last couple of years, or the last 3 years with Wembley, and yeah, I'm hopeful that we're going to get some good gates.
Which is the one you're going to look forward to next season, the most of all of the fixtures?
Man City.
Did you get the sense that it was a big deal for the town to be in?
Oh yeah, of course it is. But for Bury to go into the championship at that stage, and the late sort of, was it 98, 97, 90? Yeah, I mean, Manchester City. There was a lot of big matches there, Middlesbrough. Rob always gone up to Middlesbrough. We've got like Andy Townsend, Gascoigne, Merson, you name it. Sunderland, all of these sides. There's some big sides in that league. But it was nice going to them stadiums, the lads enjoyed it, I knew that I had the nucleus of a side that was good enough to stay in there. And we were going to be playing some big sides, but the lads were relishing it, looking forward to it. And they weren't fazed by it at all, they went and played.
Even though I've played at the clubs and Chris has played at big clubs, the dressing room is brilliant. The dressing room, you never spoke about money. No one ever spoke about money apart from Andy Gregg, obviously. He spoke about money all the time.
I signed Andy and Magaluf, believe it or not, in Manos.
I think it was Mallorca, yes, with when the players were on the end of season tour, and I said to Stan, I want to come and play for him. And he said, make it happen at your club and we'll get it on. So that's what happened.
Of course, Andy played for me at Palace.
It's left for Gray. Oh, what a shot! What a goal, Andy Gray! He runs to the bench to get the applause.
He's the most powerful player I've ever had. Amazing. He played for England.
The first memory for signing for Bury was going into a B&B across the road, which was a shock to me because the fleas were big as cats. So yeah, welcome to Bury it was.
Because Andy's about money. You know, when they come to the end of the season, you either do one or two things. You either sell them, or move them, or give him some more money. It's as easy as that. Depending on where he wants to be. So I said, you want to come and play? So I said, where's your chairman? I want 50 grand, he wanted. I said, no chance. I said, I'll take him off your rights, Phil chairman, but that's it. And my chairman was there, Terry and John Smith and that. Fred was there. So we got the deal done, more or less. So we got him for out. And had to pay him his wages, obviously, which is a consideration for us at Bury. So anyhow, we got that deal done. And that's how that one came about.
When the season started, what were your aims for that season?
Well, to consolidate, to stay in the division, obviously.
By the Shakers, but still Booty in possession for Reading. Plays the ball to the edge of the penalty. That's a good header inside. And that was a good header by Gray to stop the chance. There's a great chance and Reading have scored! Reading have taken the lead here at Gig Lane. Okay, so the first corner of this second half. And the Shakers profit from it. Swung over, Laketti the target. Got his head to it. And yes, the Shakers can certainly profit from it. It's 1-1 and Gordon Armstrong has brought the Shakers level.
Expected to struggle. They were at home to Charlton yesterday. One or two interesting incidents in this game, including a disallowed goal coming up now, Alan, for David Johnson. Offside, allegedly.
What Bury have done in the last 2 years is superb, really. 2 successive promotions takes a lot of doing, and if they survive this year, they'll be very, very pleased with themselves.
You know, I didn't think we had enough to go and beat Middlesbrough and the Sunderlands and the Castles and whoever else was in the league at the time.
Chance here though for Wolves to take the lead. 1-0. Robbie Keane. 4 minutes 29 seconds. And Robbie Keane gets on target. Oh, very caught cold. Well in, chance here to make it 1-1. Oh, and he has done too. Tony Battersby scores his second goal of the season, 18 minutes into the game. And Wolves caught down the middle there. And Battersby, who has just come back into the side following tonsillitis.
Molyneux, yes, I did. I think it was round about my birthday, I'm not sure what year, but round about end of August time. Yeah, great memories.
Played quickly into the danger zone by Robinson. Oh, there, yes! He's got it at last. Steve Bull. Interception there, good jump by him. Picked up here by Keane. Finds Froggatt. Froggatt sells the dummy, curls in a teasing ball. There, it's there! Steve Bull. Kylie didn't get it. Steve Bull did. It's Wolves 3, Bury 1. And Gubishi policing the centre of defence there alongside Mark Atkins now, following Sedgley's withdrawal through injury. Oh, chance here! As there! What a goal that was! David Johnson. Well, one has to say he thoroughly deserves that, but it was another lapse in concentration there. Right on the hour. Poor ball. Something that's been rehearsed on the training field, but Didn't come off there. And away goes Keane. Keane. Yes! Oh! Bobby Keane!
I mean, nobody liked to come to gig, did they? Because they know it was going to be a tough match. That's how it was. Even when we went in the championship, you know, I remember one of the games that televised was Man City at gig. That was one each. But they didn't fancy it.
And the crowd tonight, a sellout crowd, 11,216. It's the best crowd here at Gig Lane since April 1980. And they've certainly enjoyed it. It's been a cracking game. Tell you what, they've made some noise as well, Rob. Some of it. And Clancy. And around Paul Butler, who's still chasing back. McKenzie across the marking now. But still King Clancy goes on. Great magic from King Clancy, and he's gone down, as he does so regularly, and as he does so regularly, he's won the penalty. Well, what can you say about this fella? He's got his go-tos. People say sometimes a luxury. God, I can watch this all night. This is superb for a little fella. He's thrown me 3 dummies sitting in the seat here. Well, King Clancy won a penalty and scored it against Sunderland in the 3-1 defeat. He's won a penalty here, and will take this, but just as there was with the corner in the first half, the question mark about where he's placing the ball to take it. It's King Clancy against Kiley, who saved 2 penalties last season. Can he stop this one? Yes, he can! He saved the crucial one at Watford at the back end of last season, and he stopped Georgie King Clancy this time. Would you believe it? Well, Dean Kiley has made himself even more of a hero than he was already here at Gig Lane. King Clancy was certainly the man they feared coming into this game, but even from the penalty spot, Kiley denied it.
We went to the championship, and I think we caught a lot of people by surprise, playing very direct. But we had good players as well. You know, we were fit, strong, very physical, but we had good players. We had a really good team, you know, Dean Kiley, Paul Butler, Westy, the back four of them, we were solid. We didn't concede many goals, and in midfield we had great runners, engine, and my job was a lot easier, just to either get balls into the box or, you know, score. But we had a really good start, and I think we upset a few, and that momentum from the 2 years before, 2 promotions back to back, puts in good stead.
Inside. Saved by the Circus defence. Now what line comes in and Kiley has everything thrown at him. Jackson leaping at it, it's 1-0. Oh, great start for the Shakers. With less than 20 minutes on the watch, and the Shakers take the lead.
Lenny was very strong in the air as well, brave, and we used to try and get Lenny in the box a bit more than Nicky. But he got a few goals, John Ross. I remember him scoring a volley at Norwich with his right foot to a piece laid on.
Third minute of stoppage time now. Woodward with the free kick. Norwich defending close to their own goal line. John Rose, who's grabbed the equaliser. 2.5 minutes into stoppage time, and Bury have got an equaliser through Lenny John Rose. It's his first goal of the season.
With his right foot. I never heard the end of it.
What was it like leaving Bury?
I don't know. Terry sold him. I wouldn't have sold him. No chance.
It was a strange one because I'd never experienced being in a transfer before, and I got a phone call in the evening from the manager, and it wasn't even a "what do you think?" Oh, he just says, "Pack your bags, you're going." And I said, "Where?" And he says, "Ipswich." And I honestly didn't know where it was, how to get there. You know, there was no sat-navs back there, so it was a bit daunting.
But it's needs must, isn't it? And of course, one of the things that happens as you progress from the 4th tier to the 2nd tier, the wages progress. The crowds didn't progress. It was necessary, I think. I think it was a necessary evil that John had to be sold to balance the books.
But it was for the right reason on both parties, and obviously it helped the club, and it helped me, and the club have helped me massively to develop my career. So, no hard feelings. It was just a bit of an eye-opener.
But hey, we could have sold Westy, could have sold Pewey, could have sold. We've sold Jacko. Got 125 grand for Ian to Blackpool. Same for Brabin. Could have sold Leketti, could have sold Jacko, could have sold Buddy, could have sold Lenny, could have sold any of them. They can all play up there, they proved it. But eventually Jono went, Chris Swales come to us. Hence I sold Ian and I sold Jacko, because Chris Swales was a left-sided centre-back.
Warm welcome given to Bury's new signing. Chris Swales joined the club from Ipswich Town for a club record £200,000. Going in the opposite direction, of course, crowd favourite David Johnson. £1 million plus he's gone to Ipswich for, and we wish him well. Leketti with a late run into the penalty area. Here's Leketti! Step forward towards Battersby. Perez tipped it over the top. Into the penalty area. Gray continues. And Sunderland have the equaliser.
You have this core, you have Andy Woodward, Chris Leketti, Nick Dawes, Lenny, Dean West, Rob Matthews. How amazing was that for them to go from Division 3 to Division 1?
The Shakers plummet from a near mid-table position to just 2-3 places off the bottom.
That's what their ability allowed them to do. You know, you don't go there and play there and maintain a status at that level if you ain't good enough to do it. You know, you can't go 42 games in that league. You can't do that many games and get the required number of points to maintain, you know, that status if you're not good enough. And they were good enough. Obviously, as you train, you're sure you're playing, and maybe it's, you know, because they're getting results and they're doing this and doing that. So, I can handle this. This is okay with me.
I played for big clubs, and then I kind of like went off the radar a bit in the sense that like people wasn't looking at the fear in me. And when I came here, I just kind of got the love back for the game. And that could have been a time when I should have had another chance at, say, I think it was not the Premier League, it was like the league. So yeah, but I had a great time there. It was really, really good.
Only short term Andy was there, but he's class, he's a quality player.
Armstrong, good ball for Dalglish. Battersby's on this near side. Dalglish holds. Might try a shot himself here, but he might have to lay it off, which is what he's had to do. Gray, is he lining up an opportunity? He is. It's got in! It's a magnificent effort from Gray. Everybody stood still and Gray decided.
Become more confident, and you know, they become stronger physically, mentally, a bit more mentally tough. They understand what it takes and all the rest of it. So all of those things are part and parcel of your, you know, of your progress as a player, as a person.
So what was the dressing room like for the Division 1 team?
Fantastic. They were just the same. Just most of them were the same lads. And anybody that came into the club, you know, and they were made welcome. And it was a family club, you know, right down to like Pat when we just, I mean, I knew where Stanty was, I knew where Jeppo was. We'd down hiding in Pat's round the back of the boil having a bag. If I couldn't find them, I knew all what was going on in the club. No problem. It was just like it was just a fantastic atmosphere around the place. It was great.
We actually went out and just wanted to play football, and we enjoyed each other's company, and that's what it's about. And they say clubs are only as good as your dressing room. It's a true saying.
I remember the sort of thoughts of, you know, we're going to struggle, we're going to be this, and it wasn't the case. You know, we held our own. You know, we were successful. We won games.
Just got such a great bunch of lads. Probably didn't have the best players in the division. It was just, we had a great group of players who all played for each other, and it was just a great atmosphere that took us to where we got to.
To foster that underdog mentality, because if you pull together as a group, you can achieve anything.
And there used to be in for training, and we would go.
No one was really ever injured, was it?
No.
Funny enough, no one was ever injured back in the day. Wasn't that injuries, unless Lenny two-footed somebody, then that was in training, then that was a different matter. But no, it was a really competitive team, and everybody wanted to play. There was no sulking. Stan wouldn't have that one bit.
Sometimes we would go up to the Toby. We'll get your gear on, come on, we're going running. Because I used to take them to Tandle Hills for the yardage sometimes. I didn't, but they used to just breeze through it. They were so fit and strong, it was amazing. But when the new players came in and we went to Tandle, they were tailed off. They had to get it up. I mean, Swanee was like, couldn't get around it, he was sick. Anyhow, so, but I used to take them up to SEAL training, and then we would just go to the Toby. So I'd ring Harry and Terry and say, can you do me some breakfast pizzas or something like that. It's great, the atmosphere. We should travel on the day sometimes, most of the time, to games, away from home. Not the preparation you would need. I remember going to Birmingham when we used to do that free kick, we roll it back and take a flick it up, and we beat them 3. And I see Bruce, who was a pal of mine before the game, so they're playing. He says, oh, he doesn't need me today. And so I went to the dressing room and said, oh, beat them 3. And we went up, and Trev said to each other, I said, we used to play. I said, well, we do from time to time.
Looking to
get the ball across from here. Laid off by Jensen. Long range effort, and that's not far wide. Patterson from a good 20 yards. Long range effort, one for Kiley to think about there. Free kick then to the Shakers. Rigby. Oh, it's a beauty. He beat the goalkeeper all ends up, and that's Rigby's speciality, and it's his first goal of the season. Good did the Bury keeper. Dawes throwing. Rigby. Turned by Rigby. Patterson. Don't take nothing. Picks it up again. Patterson, edge of the penalty area. Oh, an exquisite chip. The ball in the bottom right-hand corner of the goal, and the Shakers have a 2-goal lead now. And we're only 8 minutes into the second half. Bury supporters in 7th heaven. I'm sure they couldn't think they were going to be 2 up at high-flying Birmingham City. There's Kiley. Long kick upfield, deep into the Birmingham half. Ellis straight into the penalty area, cuts inside. Great strike, it's 3. 3 to the Shakers. And who'd have thought it with 15 minutes to go?
But this is what going back to earlier. This is the mentality, because it's Bury. Well, Bury, look at the players. And a lot of managers rang me to buy some of them players. I was up the ladder here when Curbs rang me. That was about Butler, but I never told them that they want to sell him.
I mean, everyone who comes up to you, Paul, must ask you the same thing about. Tell us about the goal at Main Road.
The own goal.
You got the assist, didn't you? Chris?
Yeah, I mean, it was again another special day, and it's you know, I think for Butts in particular, he was a City supporter.
Bury and Manchester City both in the relegation zone at the bottom of the First Division. City 3rd from bottom and 3 points ahead of the Shakers. And the Shakers will be going all out for a win this afternoon to reduce that gap to 0. Ellis lays it off to Dawes. Woodward's made a good run. Away goes Woodward. Tries to shot. The goalkeeper makes the save, but Woodward got away from Jason Van Blurk. And in fact, Van Blurk tried to pull at his shirt. The ball's come in and it's tipped over beautifully by Dean Kiley. Woodward. Header! Oh, it's a good save by Tommy Wright, and a header by Paul Butler.
Basically, I'm employed by Bury, and it was if we didn't win, we were in trouble. But we could drag Man City down further with us, and we needed the 3 points. You work for your employee.
Van Blurk. Well, how did that stay out? If anything, that was going to be an own goal. Edgehill charged away. Patterson. That's a good cross. It's gone in! The Shakers have taken the lead! Would you believe it? In fact, it's Paul Butler. Paul Butler with the final touch. And as I was saying in the first half, I died in the wall blue. Paul Butler puts the Shakers in front.
But for us, it was a massive 3 points just to stay up in the league.
And there it is. It's a famous victory for the Shakers. The first win here at Main Road since 1975 and 25. The first time in 72 years. This discussed round Main Road from the majority of the fans. But the Shakers supporters giving a superb reception to the Bury players who are going over. Paul Butler's goal is the one that's separated the two sides. He had dyed in the wall blue, but he'll think that that's the best goal he's ever scored, and he'll remember it for the rest of his career. But what a fabulous result, what a fabulous performance when the chips were down. Manchester City 0, Bury 1, the final result from here at Main Road.
You know, for us as players to be part of that and to go and beat Man City at Main Road was an unbelievable experience.
To stay in the championship, we needed to get a certain number of points. So, and if you need a promotion, you have to get a certain number of points. So it's never up for argument. So, to stay in the championship, our target was 50 points.
Armstrong with the kick. Buckler crowded out. Swan, the boss. Goal for Buckler! Right on the half volley. Top the left-hand corner. And Buckler brings the deadlock on Phillips. Nice back heel. The referee gives a penalty. Richardson with this kick. And he sends Dean Carley the wrong way. It's 1-1, 2 goals in a minute. The ball for Matthews. Ellis, he's made a good run. Ellis, it's a great goal! What a great run! Browning, it's opened up for him. Buckler and Wayne Allison now getting involved, and the referee's going to have to sort this out, because the important thing is Dean Carley's still down injured on the floor. Oh, it's a good run here, that was a good defending challenge. Patterson has played himself into trouble. The Shakers have lost down on possession. Here's Phillips. A lot of red shirts up. Allison the target. Defending from the Shakers. Well, Lee Richardson hit that superbly well.
I was looking to get a certain number of points a game. I need a point a game, win a game, win 2 games, that sort of thing. So you're always trying to get an accumulation of points.
Wide on this Bradford City left, and the ball comes across. Lawrence the target. Small gets his head to it. John Roasting gets to it. On the shot by Dean Carley, diving across to his right.
Get less than that number of points. See you later. You're down. So it wasn't really, it was a challenge, and it was something that we looked forward to, and we enjoyed playing these teams.
Dawes again. Well taken by Dawes. That's a great ball for Matthews. Ellis has got a great position. Small. Swan. Off the line. Ellis. Yes. Well, it took a long time coming. Oh, really a long time coming. Swan's header. Dawes was running through. Dawes. It's 2-0. And Nick Dawes makes the goal himself. He ran onto a Peter Swan header.
To go to QPR last day of the season, what were your thoughts ahead of the game?
I don't know if a point might have, point would have been enough, wouldn't it? As it panned out. Don't lose was important. And that we won. I think, who scored? Was it Gordy? Yeah, Gordy scored, so yeah, we were okay.
He can be dour, but this weekend Stan Ternent pronounced himself ecstatic. Bury could have gone down on Sunday. Typically Ternent's low-budget team scored through Gordon Armstrong and scrapped their way to a job well done.
So a point would have given us the 50. I think we finished with 52. Was 53? Something like that.
Was that as amazing as game?
Similar. You get that feeling that you've got another season now. You can show you want to build this team, but
people don't realise Bury staying in the Championship. How big that was.
Yeah, well, that was just a great achievement for Bury, or Little Bury, just to, any team the size of this at the time against the cities, Middlesbrough and Forest and all the others in that league. It was quite an amazing feat to hold our own in that league.
It becomes increasingly difficult, because the lads know they can play at that level. They know what other people are earning. You're always, not at the beck and call, but other clubs are looking and thinking, hey, they ain't bad, what about, So all of those things, but the thing that never happened was, we never had more income at Bury. The crowds never improved, if you like, never went above, I don't know what they were, maybe 5,000 or 6,000 average in the championship maybe. Whereas you go and play in front of like 20,000 at other places, 25s, whatever, there were some bigger. Sunderland like 40-odd thousand and all the rest. So it's not a level playing field. So it's always difficult. And the players are looking and they're ambitious, they want to move on, they want to play for a bigger club, and they want to get into the Premier League and so on and so forth. So all of those things, and that's the sort of players who were. And that's what they deserve, to be fair to them. There you go.
What was it like to play for Stan?
It was an experience. Every emotion that you could think of.
Amazing, yeah, great team spirit.
Delightful.
Stan was one of the best managers I played with.
He was a manager for me that, like I say, his man management skills, his tactical knowledge was second to none.
Infuriating. It was honest and fair.
Even when you had a bad game, he wouldn't put his arm around you, he'd have a go at you.
Frustrating, annoying. It was hard on you when you needed to be. He didn't suffer fools, he doesn't suffer fools now.
He's chalk and cheese. If you either like him, you don't. That's him, he don't care.
He knew me very well.
And to be honest with him, he knew he could give it to certain players because it would get the best out of them. We didn't shrink. He he took it on board and thought, right, I'm going to show you that I can do it and I can get better.
He told players how it was. We enjoyed the training.
It was good for my career, but interesting times, as I say, but successful times. Wonderful times. A great man manager in his own way. He managed us all differently.
So that 6 months was like, say, 5 years being at a club, for me personally.
I think what Stan's greatest qualities were, he really got good players and put them in the dressing room and let the players lead the dressing room. And whatever teams I played for, it's all about the dressing room. But I'd definitely say that year when we went to the championship, that was an unbelievable dressing room. It was fantastic.
I think he could have managed at the very top because he had the characteristics and he had the knowledge to work at the very top.
I wasn't necessarily always looking for a pat on the back, but at some point, probably after about 213 of them 223 games, I think I said to Sam, Stan never says to me, I've done well. And he says, but do you play every week? And I said, yeah. He said, well, there you go.
That's how me and Chris and Jono and Dean Carney went on. We went on, played the big clubs because he put us that bedding in for us to get called. I went to the next one, Peter Reid, and he used to have a go at you, so I was prepared for that through Stan. So I know lads have crumbled underneath it, they don't like it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with him.
He probably got overlooked for a lot of the top jobs.
But he picked players that gave everything for the shirt, and again, fundamental to the success of the club at that time.
I loved him. Loved him. I think he improved me as a player.
Which players would you say you're most proud of managing and helping their futures?
All of them. All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they improved at their?
They improved themselves. All I just give them the platform and give them the opportunity. Because it was a good team, the good players are playing. People, because it's Bury. Oh, it's Bury. They were good players, believe me. Very, very good players. And if you go through them, Kiley went on, Westy went on, Pewey had to finish, was injured, Laketti went on, Jacko went on, Butty went on, Jono went on. They all go on, all to bettering themselves. They're good players. People don't give them the credit because it's Bury. I did.
And what does Bury FC and Gig Lane mean to you?
Well, as I say, happy times. Yeah. I think that's it, happy times. very happy times.
Well done. Yeah, Alan will
Thanks a lot. All right, you get taller around that. All right, don't change.
Those were impressionable years for any Bury fan, any player or anything like that, because people do associate with success, and that's basically all we knew, although we lost at Wembley, you know, but that could be like construed as success because going to Wembley is, you know, a good thing. But all that happened in the time I was at Bury was just like progress and success, really. So they're impressionable. Good times always, like, you know, stick. So yeah, I think it'll be good, and I think they'll be happy that Bury, because not long ago it was like history was gone, wasn't it? Now, hopefully, it'll come back.